Hello and welcome to the Sabres Beerleaguers podcast about the Sabres that we like to talk about. We're your beer league benchwarmers, Sean and Jake, here to talk to you and recap about stuff that we had missed in the past few weeks since we had last recorded. So welcome everybody. And some good hockey for us here, some eventful stuff. I know we didn't win a few there on the road trip. What was it? Carolina and the 2 games in Florida, or in Florida and Tampa, but they're at least competitive game, or not competitive, but at least entertaining games. And
not the Tampa.
No, Tampa, we got roped.
We lost.
Yeah. Carolina, we were in it for most of the game. Same thing with Florida, especially Florida, the powerhouse that they've been all year. So it was nice to see that we were actually keeping pace with some of these teams.
Yeah.
And
so I'm just checking the standings to see where Vegas is. Got to do my daily check of where Vegas is.
They lost last night in overtime to a Jack Eichel giveaway in front of their own net and getting bodied to get off the puck, and the dude just buried it. It was
really
gorgeous. Wait till you get
Stars winning too. That's good.
Thought I'd never say this, but I'd be rooting for the Stars.
1-0 over Tampa. That's a good game right there.
Wow. I know Vegas went to overtime, but still.
Did it? Yeah.
That's in Vancouver.
Yeah, so currently, as we're recording, Dallas has 9 games left, but a 3-point lead. Vegas has 8 games left with obviously a 3-point difference.
Nice.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's tough when you're behind and the team you're chasing has a game in hand on you.
Yeah. That's awesome. You know what they say? Hate to see it.
Vegas, so out of all the non-playoff teams currently as they sit, they have a plus 17 goal differential. Vancouver's got a plus 7. But all the other non-playoff teams are negative.
Negative?
Yeah, even Dallas, who's in a playoff spot right now, is negative 2 goal differential.
When Dallas wins, it's a 1-goal game, and when they lose, it's massive deficits.
That's 7 to 1 game. All right, yeah, that wasn't about the Sabres, but it kind of is about the Sabres.
It is. It's still
currently where they sit. They are looking at 2 top 15 picks for this year's draft.
Cool. I'm all right with that.
Package them and get Shane Wright.
Right? Yep. Steal it from the Arizona Coyotes just to shut some people up.
They're rebuilding. They need those picks. They don't need Shane Wright. They need more than Shane Wright.
Yes, they need everything.
Well, even throw in Cody Eakin.
Yeah. Best hair in the biz.
Exactly. You want to face the franchise? Why not have the best hair?
Yep. But we did have a fun game there when they did RJ night. That was really cool. Seeing that, I mean, definitely well deserved. When you think back on all the years, especially with us, we didn't go to a lot of games. I mean, we went to our fair share, but we spent most of our time watching it on TV. So we listened to RJ forever, and just his iconic calls and all the stuff that he had a mindset or an awareness of the game that he could see the plays developing before they happened. So he knew when it was going to happen or what was going to happen, and he knew how to call it and set it up to where it was going to go. So it's oh man, just when he did that, you knew you were engaged and on the edge of your seat, oh shit, he knows what's going on. But it's neat that they honored him. And then he's seeing all the videos and the messages from former players and people around the league and around the sports figures. The one I saw was Chris Berman. I'm yeah, that's cool.
That's because of the Buffalo tie.
I know, but still, that's always neat. It's a guy, ESPN, But
they had Jim Kelly, which he needs to get a new hat. He's got a slug hat.
I saw that.
Sure you can afford. I'm sure the Sabres would give you a free hat.
Right. Hopefully.
I will also add before we get too down the rabbit hole, like we didn't even with the games we did go to, like I would always find myself looking for RJ, like wherever seat I was in, I was like, all right,
Right?
there's press box, like there's RJ. Like it's like he was as much part of the team as your number one center or goalie or
Yep.
was.
Your franchise player. Yep.
Yeah,
For sure.
like he's. I remember my oldest, like me brainwashing her to like hockey, and she likes it, but not as much as I was hoping for. But like I'd watch just like highlight videos or whatever, and she'd hear RJ's voice and come running to the TV just to watch it. And it's like that's why I grew up. I could countless times just laying on the couch, just watching TV with my dad. Like he was a part of my childhood just as much as my favorite toy or as the sport I was playing at the time or whatever. Like he was just so iconic and so intertwined in your existence, really.
Yeah, he was in our homes.
Right, as just a hockey fan or a Sabres fan.
Yep. I was gonna say,
I will say while you're thinking of that, there was a Twitter thread going on when RJ Night was going on, basically saying like, dust out your weird jerseys, like your Grigorenkos and stuff like that. And I busted this out. It was a Jordan Leopold jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, obviously everybody's got like a Vanek, a Miller, a Palmaville, a Briere, LaFontaine, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But like not everybody's got a Andrew Peters or what I mean, like those oddball.
Right. You're my Nathan Kirby.
Yeah.
But it was even better that they sold the place out. That buzz was great. And then not only that, we won. And I think that's huge, especially for these young guys, seeing what the atmosphere could be like in Buffalo for years to come. Hey, you sell out the crowd and you win games. This is what you have behind you, and this is the atmosphere you're going to be dealing with because, especially scoring that first goal too with Krebs.
Yeah, you're right. Like it was a hell of an atmosphere. They needed. There's light at the end of the tunnel where there wasn't light before. So I'm not going to try to sound too pessimistic, but like I feel like there's that story like once a season. Like I remember Palmaville's 1001 game. The game we celebrated his 1000.
This is the game that they honored him. Yep.
Yeah, where we won like 8-1 or whatever it was. Like it was a great game to go to. Trust me, I was there. But like I remember hearing like Palmville story, like Palmville telling guys like Eichel at the time, like this is what the arena can sound like and does sound like when we're good, because we weren't good then either.
Right.
But the Sweet Caroline chants, the counting, we
the wave.
Yeah, like all that shit. He's just like I remember there was an interview where he's talking about how he's on the bench talking to the guys saying this is what the arena should be. That happens, I feel like, at least once a season, because like that team always, whether it's a 10-game winning streak, the celebrations of players or RJ in this aspect, like there's always that one time, and it's like I need that more than once a season. I need that.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I want it to be consistent.
It's a great moment. He deserves it, and I hope the fans really enjoy it, or the players, especially the young players. And especially the players like that we traded for, like Krebs and Tuck. Obviously, Tuck has grown up around here, so he knows what this atmosphere can be like. But even Krebs, like I remember there was an interview after the game. He said like he's proud to be a Sabre. He wants to be a Sabre. He's happy to be here, type deal. But it's just we need it more, and it sucks that the season's ending. But I am so looking forward to next season to see like there's just so much hope around this team.
If it'll carry over.
Yeah, it was nice that all of it came to fruition on RJ's night.
Yes, exactly.
So if it could only happen for one night, RJ's night.
Exactly. Yep.
Either RJ's night or Eichel's return.
Yep.
Those are the two days that needed to happen. And it is the 2 days that happened too.
Yep. Very pleased by it. And I mean, I know we had been playing decent up until that point too, so it was all right. Like we kind of had a little bit of a momentum. So I mean, it really would have sucked if we'd been on a slump. And I mean, yeah, we hopefully would have maybe broken it, but
what'd you think of the ceremony?
It was cool. Definitely could tell Rob Ray not was struggling, but like I don't know if it's public speaking is not really his greatest thing, talking in front of all those people like that. But I mean, he definitely got emotional, which is cool because not only did Razor play for the Sabres and having him Generac call Razor's plays, but then he's worked with them the last 15 years as like the color commentary. Right? Doesn't that seem crazy?
Years. I could maybe see 10, but 15, that's half my life.
Exactly. I know. And having him call the games with him and then doing stuff on the road and hanging out. That's the way these like we're family. It's like we did everything together, which is cool. And then RJ just thanking everybody. And you could tell he wanted to keep going, but he started getting choked up too. And I mean, didn't want to drag it on too long because still got a game to play.
He got interviewed in the middle of the game. Like there was, he was in one of the press boxes or whatever, and a scrum. And he basically said like he had, basically from here an interview, like a big thing, and he cut it down exponentially. Yeah. He's like, I wouldn't be able to make it through it. Like he couldn't do it. I thought it was a little odd that his wife wasn't down there with him.
I did too.
I didn't know that could very well be her or his choice. But like, I don't know. Like anytime there's a ceremony, Craig Anderson just got a 300th win. His wife and kids are down there.
Yeah.
1,000th game, wife and kids are down there. Even parents are down there usually.
Yep. Yeah.
It's just kind of, I don't know. I thought it was a little odd. Maybe, like with his kids, he wanted somebody to stay with. I don't know.
Right.
When they kept on showing her with the fans, it was a little odd.
Right.
Why there wasn't a room? You couldn't get another 4 feet of carpet for her to sit on?
Right. I not saying that I expected it, but I was like a little baffled at first when the game started. I'm like, it's RJ night. Why is RJ not calling the game?
Yeah, I was too.
I was like, oh, well, it's kind of his night. Like maybe they're giving him the night off. But I was like, it literally dawned on me first. I'm like, sweet, I'm going to hear RJ call the game. And then it was Dan Dunleavy. I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's all right, but still.
It makes sense. It makes sense when you think about it, even for like a split second.
Yeah.
But just your initial reactions.
That's not RJ.
What are we celebrating then? If he's not going to talk, like, what are we celebrating? Yeah, he was probably half in the bag by the time he got up to the fucking press box.
Right. Good for him.
It was first time Chris Drury and Pat LaFontaine has been connected to the Sabres since they left.
Since they left.
The 2000s, pretty much.
Yes. I saw it. When I saw that video and you told me that Chris Drury even made a video. I'm like, what? And then you're like, yeah. And Pat LaFontaine. I'm like, no way. These guys are even had something to say about the organization.
They weren't even on the Palmerville videos.
Oh,
like Briere was, and Miller, and Stafford, and all those guys. But like, obviously Pat LaFontaine wouldn't be there. But Chris Drury wasn't there for the Palmerville celebration video. Yeah, no, that means something. Like that just shows that they put their hard feelings away, their bitter feelings towards the Sabres, the organization, to the side to just celebrate the man that is RJ.
Yep, the legend, for sure, which is awesome. Even to have Wayne Gretzky, like, come on, the greatest hockey player of all time.
Think of Wayne Gretzky.
I'm
so sick.
Hey, done with him being on TNT?
Oh my God. Like, it makes me mad that I am annoyed with Wayne Gretzky. Like, the worst thing that could have been done is him to be in media and it's over. Like, this is the only time I've seen him on TV where people are not trying to suck his dick. Like, it was an outdoor game, Sabres versus Leafs, which he's never played for either one of those teams. The whole game's about Gretzky.
Oh, good. He grew up around the corner over here. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it was more about they talked more about his dad than they did about the game. Like, hey, your brother played for the Sabres, but that's good for him. Didn't
Your
even
brother
make
also played for the Danbury Trashers, so
That's a good point. That's great. That's a great movie.
Right.
Documentary, whatever.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot of the Hockey Night in Canada guy. I can't remember his name. Not the guy that dresses up, but his partner.
Oh, what's his name? Ron something.
He made Ron McClellan or something like that. Not McClellan.
Ron McClellan.
Or
Ron
he
McLean.
made a video. McLean.
Yes.
He made a video. Like
Nice.
he's got a legend to him for sure.
Yeah.
And like I hope he makes it into the NHL Hall of Fame.
Yeah, me too.
I know he's in the Buffalo Hall of Fame, but like he deserves to be in the NHL Hall of Fame. You devoted 50 years to an organization.
To one franchise.
What position you could be the janitor for that franchise. If you're the whatever position for 50 plus years, 51, 52,
51,
then
yeah.
You deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yep, I agree for sure. But it's nice to see too. Tage Thompson's still on fire. Scored again last night against the Leafs.
33.
33. And Skinner starting to maybe get his touch back. He's up to 31. Kyle Okposo's 1 goal away from 20.
20 goal scorer Okposo, found of the youth.
Yeah. Dad, as they call him on the team.
Yeah.
It's nice to see these guys performing. And the last time that we had 2 30-goal scorers was 11 years ago, the last time we made the playoffs. Drew Stafford and Vanek.
Is Pominville even? Yeah, Pominville's on the team. Slump year for Pominville.
Right.
It was probably a 29.
But and then you had Owen Power make his debut last night.
Yeah, power up.
Which I mean, I can understand. It was his first game. He had some jitters, a couple of bonehead plays, or he was like a 2-on-1 break and he fell down on the break or fell down back checking. It was like, all right, but he did make a good play when it was a 2-on-1 with Giordano and Austin Matthews. With Austin Matthews getting ready to receive the pass, and he went to Giordano, went to pass the puck behind him, and he went whoop and put his stick back and got the puck. I'm like, oh shit, all right, kid.
So quick. So quick.
I know, I love it. So that's just a glimpse of what we had to come with him. And I was stoked that they did not put him with Dowling.
Yeah, they had him with Yoki Haru in the second pairing, and they had Samuelson with Darlene. Moved Darlene from the left side to the right side. And it's just one game, so we'll see how it translates. But if that pairing, like those 2 pairings work moving forward, like Yoki Haru is a right defenseman anyways, so you're going to have Powers left. But if Darlene can transition to the right, I have such the biggest man crush on Matthias Samuelson. So, like, he is so big. Like, he's I'm trying to, like, I don't want to blow him up so big, but, like, he's basically Owen Power without the hype.
Yeah.
Where he is a big boy. He's a physical presence. He has the offensive mindset to also contribute there, but he's just defensive responsible.
Yeah.
And that's what Owen Power is. It's just Owen, like, there's Samuelson here, and then Owen Power, like, he's just better at everything. He's Owen fucking Power. But, like, Samuelson does that too. And it's just, he's so good. He's so young, and he's so underappreciated. Like, he just came out of nowhere. He came from Rochester, obviously, like, but, like, he didn't have the hype that Darlene or Yuki Haru, obviously Owen Power, like, all these kids, like, oh, these guys are the future. These guys are the future. And then here comes Samuelson. And he's like, nah, I'm going to be a part of the future too.
Yep. I love that. That's the best part too, especially you saying if he's going to stick with Darlene, you got a defensive-minded defenseman that could back check and play solid defense. And then you have Darlene, who can play defense to an extent, but has that has that offensive mindset or awareness to develop the play and keep it going. So having that pairing together, knowing that you're not having a liability out there with two offensive defensemen together.
Basically, it's going to be like Tyler Myers and Tallinder back in the day, except more offense. Just as good defense.
Take that.
Tyler
Myers won Rookie of the Year that year. So
for the rookie year, it worked out all right. And then we
shipped
out Tallinder for whatever stupid move. I tried bringing him back. It did not work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought Owen Power, going back to him, like defensively, which is where I'm looking for as a defenseman, he looked sound. He looked composed and just confident.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look like the moment was too big for him, especially playing in his hometown. Like that was his hometown team pretty much.
Yeah, he's from Mississauga. So it's,
he had a whole section of fans. Like,
yep.
He didn't look like the moment was too big, and that's huge as a 19-year-old playing against one of the better teams in the entire league in Toronto,
mm-hmm.
especially against one of the best goal scorers in the league right now in Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
And he got one-on-one against him a few times.
Yeah.
So it was, again, one game, but it's very promising. Like Dahlin, when he came in, he looked shaky on defense. Now, obviously, I'll never question Dahlin offensively. I will never question Dahlin offensively. It's defensively. And that's where Owen Power seemed more, where Dahlin was very comfortable off in the offensive zone as a rookie and shaky on the defensive zone. I will say Owen Power looked just as confident defensively. And I don't want to say shaky in the offense, but he seemed to second guess himself a couple times. He didn't want to get caught flat-footed, trying to pinch in or join the rush. Like he
stayed back.
Guess himself a couple times, and like I'm assuming the way Don Granato's been coaching, I can't imagine he changed it for Owen Power, but I'm assuming he told Power, "Go play your game, go have fun, your moment,
enjoy the moment, man,
take it." And I'm sure he said that, and I'm sure Owen Power heard it. And then said, "Yeah, but I also don't want to look like a fucking idiot." And like second guess, like, so we'll see how he comes up because he makes a home debut this Saturday, or Friday,
Thursday against Philly.
Thursday against Ristolainen, and me thinking the name Ristolainen, that
St. Louis,
Samuelson and Power. Okay, whatever. They're not that good in the team.
And then Philly.
Samuelson and Power are what you wanted Ristolainen to be.
Yep.
And just he never became it. But then he got paid millions and still gets paid millions and got a different $1 million paycheck. And
good for Philly. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's just making $1 million per letter of his name, I guess. I guess that's a quota or something like that.
Right. Just don't get any more speeding tickets.
The defense looks good. Talking yesterday at work, like your top four, if those pairings work, your top four is set.
Right.
I'm not the biggest fan of Yoki Haru, but
I like him and I don't. I mean, yes, we've had some sample size from him, but he's been hurt the last few years and he missed some time again this year. So it's like when he's out there, he's all right, but like you got to play, dude.
Sorry, I just got a message from somebody I was not expecting. I'm curious what his contract looks like. If he's like a free agent or whatever, like
I want to say we got him for another 2 years, but I really don't know. I mean, but yeah, if you're looking at your top six, where you had was Bryson out there last night?
We have him until 23, 24. So we got him for a while.
Yeah. Is Casey Fitzgerald the defense?
Yes.
Still got him, big dude. Can play solid defense. I don't know. It really hasn't done much offensively yet, but that's all right. And then you still got Jacob Bryson. And then you got, I don't know if they're planning on keeping him, but then you got Colin Miller still there too. So you got some depth on defense finally.
maybe next episode or maybe the one after. I want to go through the roster and
I
pick
like
out
that idea.
who we think is going to be on the team next year, what openings are going to be available, and who we like to fill those spots. But anyways, if you keep we have Yogi Haru for the next couple of seasons, so he's going to be penciling your top 4. Like I feel like he has to be. So you have 2/3 of your entire defense locked up.
Set. Yep. Yeah,
And
let them grow together.
I think Yogi Haru's the oldest one out of the 4.
Yeah.
It's 23.
Not bad.
All the beer. But yeah, I'm very excited with how the roster is shaped up. I know Akposo said something about how he doesn't want the season end, but it's like I do.
Right.
But
not
not
see
like
what moves we're gonna make, and
it's not like the previous years where it's like I want the season end because it's fucking terrible. I want the season end because it's going good and we're not gonna we're eliminated from the playoffs. Yeah. So like let's get into the off season. Let's see what Kevin Adams can do, and I want to see what this roster
gonna shape out
look like and do for full season with hopefully a healthy goaltending, because that's the reason why.
That killed us this year. Another year of 7 goalies.
Yeah. Sorry, Malcolm Subban, you're not an NHL goalie.
Nope. Neither is Hauser. Tokarski's a borderline.
Aaron Dell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of goalies, with Austin Powers signing it, Owen Powers, not Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Owen Powers signing his entry-level deal. He also had 2 Sabres goalie prospects, decide to go back to college, and Portillo and Devin Levi. So, which, I mean, I kind of can understand. Levi or Portillo, we still got 1 more year of eligibility with him, so we got to make a move.
Yeah, this is his last off season with us. Yep.
So otherwise he's free to go. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I just don't want to see him walk and have him tear it up like a few other guys have done over the years. And then Levi, he's still young. Let him go back and develop in college. So,
but yeah, I think we have 1 more off season with them.
Yes, after this up and coming one.
I want to know what they're doing with Ryan Johnson, defenseman from University of Minnesota. Because he could be your 3rd pairing lefty. Like, he's a very good defenseman, and I think this is his last offseason with us as well. I think he's in the same boat as Portillo.
Yeah, because he was in was he in what draft was he in? Because he was part of the draft pick from Ryan O'Reilly trade. Who did we take that year?
I remember we were at Peak and Peak when we went for that draft.
So that was Darlene then, because that was
he was the last pick of the 1st round.
Yep. Yeah, because they had won the cup
near the end of it. Yep, Captain America. He was captain of Team USA for one of the tourneys.
Was he really?
I'm pretty sure.
No shit, that's cool.
But I want to know what they're doing with him. Like the longer it goes on, the least confident I get with him. But it's like, man, you could fill into that last spot, and we could have 5 of our top 6 be younger than 23 years old, and good. I'm like
solid.
That's a good part too. Like and being very good.
Yep, I'd be all right with that.
100%.
Yep, you give that support to a goalie back there, and look at you got defense that's playing solid right now, and you have a goalie in Craig Anderson who's playing good enough. It's like, imagine if you had a stellar goalie back there and you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah,
My cats are chasing something.
They're chasing after your other cat that's in heat.
Oh yeah. One's fixed.
I think Portillo's gone. I don't think he likes the idea of having to compete against Devin Levi, who's one of the best goalies in his same field at college. And UPL still there too. So I feel like he, instead of And that's obviously me guessing. I have zero insider information. The most insider information I have is that I like Michigan. Michigan's my team. That's the most I can get. But like, I feel like he just doesn't. He's avoiding the competition to go to a better situation to where he can maybe get pencils in quicker.
Yeah, I could see that too.
So, with that being said, I'd be perfectly fine if they packaged him in a deal, just like Florida did to get Reinhardt.
Yep.
With
I'd be good with that.
With Devin Levi. Yeah. Like, go ahead. If you don't want to sign with us. I can't imagine he's signing with us next offseason.
No, I don't either. Unless he thinks he's guaranteed at least a starting spot in the AHL.
Yeah. Which you're probably, I mean, if you all three of them are under pro contracts next year with UPL, Levi, and Portillo, one's going to be in the NHL with a veteran backup like a Craig Anderson. And then the other two are going to be in Rochester battling it out.
Right. If Portillo doesn't want to do that now, it's just going to say he's going to want to do it in the AHL. So.
Well, right. You like now is the perfect time. If you're Portillo, you hear, all right, Levi's out for a year. He's going to be in Eastern Michigan or whatever.
Northeastern.
Northeastern, yeah.
Yeah.
You just assume UPL and Craig Anderson next year because they want to bring Craig Anderson back. I can go to Rochester and I could be the starter there and show them for a whole season before Levi even gets there that this is my job.
Yep.
Like if you wanted this you as Eric Portillo has the opportunity right now. Levi already shut the door. You walk through that door, but instead he shut it, and that's why.
Yep. Yeah, I think
he shut it and locked it.
Yep. I think the Sabres are not. From the way I understood or the talks I heard, that he was not pleased by the way that it looked for him. So I don't know if that's just going to put a sour taste in the Sabres' mouth that he's doesn't want to be here and develop. Even Levi said, I understand, yes, he's going to say these in comments, but that he wants to be here and wants to play. But you don't know, shit could change in 2 years by the time he's eligible or not eligible, but ready to come up. So.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, so I got a couple questions for you.
All right.
So, it seems like this year, it's been a big year for a lot of players around the NHL getting their 1,000th game. And we just had Kyle Okposo get his 900th for the Sabres. So besides Kyle Okposo, who do you think will be the next Sabre to get 1,000 games with us?
With us?
Maybe not with us, but even longevity in the NHL.
I was going to say, probably the next Sabre to celebrate 1,000th game is probably not even on the roster. It'll be a veteran we sign in the free agency or something like that. The current Sabre, I think, could probably get 1,000 game, and their belt would probably be Dahlin, just because he's the first overall pick. People, even if his production declines, people aren't going to give up on him because he's a first overall pick.
Weird.
Gergensen,
but Eichel.
Huh?
Eichel, he wasn't a first overall pick. He gave up on us. Sorry.
Gergensen's probably wouldn't make it. I think he's the longest. He's the second longest, or no, he is the longest tenured. He's the last Darcy Regier pick that we still have on the roster. So he probably wouldn't make it to 1,000 games. I don't know where Skinner is.
Yeah, not sure either. I know Mark Pysyk just got his 500th, but he's up there in age, so I doubt he's gonna get it. I mean, yeah, Kyle Okposo's got like 90 games before he gets 1,000, so but he won't get that next year.
Skinner's probably the closest.
We had like 5 or 6 guys in the NHL this year get 1,000 games.
Oh yeah, not Mark Pysyk. Skinner's next. He's at 846. So.
Oh, all right, cool.
He's got another season and a half, and he's got it.
Jesus Christ, guys. What you doing? I could see that then. I'd be all right with that.
I'm just Tage Thompson's not even close. Tuck's probably not even close. I think he's at like 300.
Pretty good though for a
Krebs
24-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, like those guys definitely will. They'll get it. I feel like I don't know. Getting 1,000 games now just isn't it is a milestone, but like
That's
to
what
the
I mean.
players it is, but like to the fans, it's not a milestone.
Not the way that the league's going. Like I said, you had 5 or 6 guys this season alone get 1,000 games.
Yeah, and like the body conditioning that they can do now, like
totally
you can
different.
Make it that. Yeah, it's not the 80s where you're taking a beating and your best medicine is a bag of ice.
Yeah, or a bag of cocaine.
Yeah. All right, need me for the third shift. All right, let's go.
Here, take this heroin. Got pain? Here's this heroin.
Yeah, it's Tylenol.
Yeah, drink this bottle. It's good. It's water.
Mm-hmm. Water. It just tastes funny.
All right. So my next question is to you. So there's buzz around the league that the New Jersey Devils are going to part ways with Lindy Ruff. So how would you feel about the Sabres bringing Lindy Ruff back, but not as a coach in the front office, like president of hockey operations, because he was the head coach for the Sabres and Kevin Adams was his assistant. So they do have some kind of connection. I mean, Lindy Ruff's been around the league forever and he's got hockey mindset. So do you think he would be an okay fit?
I will say I don't think we'll ever have a president of hockey ops.
Oh, I don't either. I think we should.
The Pagulas they don't want another link in the chain. Can he do it? I don't know. He's a motivator. He's like a Ted Nolan. He knows how to get the best out of people. Like he's a coach. And I don't think he can make the moves that I don't think he can do the behind the scenes stuff. Now, obviously, I'm not behind the scenes, so I wouldn't know what behind the scenes stuff he does do. I'd be perfectly fine bringing him in as like an assistant coach or even like a head coach for Rochester to really groom these kids to know what the NHL is like. Because I don't know who our head coach is down there. Is it Matt Ellis?
Not either.
No, Matt Ellis.
No, Ellis is with Granado.
So like I'd be fine with that. But as a president of hockey ops, no, I don't think I like that.
All right.
Who the fuck are you? Seth Appert?
Never heard of you.
And Michael Pekka, that's right. He's on
that's right. Pekka, yes. I knew he was involved down there.
He's the assistant coach. Fuck, you got Pekka and Lindy Ruff.
That'd be cool.
That. There'd be a lot of hard-nosed kids going to the corner and coming out with the puck.
Right. That's pretty much gone by the wayside nowadays. So.
Yeah. Seth Appert.
All right, Seth.
Yeah, man.
You're losing your job to Lindy Ruff.
Probably seems like it.
Not this is off topic, but to see the
John Tortorella.
God, former Amerks. I always get a kick out of that. The Lakers head coach, they fired him, but he didn't find out until the game was over after he saw a tweet saying that the Lakers decided to part ways with their head coach.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, look at that. Single season record for penalty minutes, Rob Ray. 446, 1988 to 89.
What's this in?
Rochester.
That's all the questions I had.
Their records. 61 goals in 85-86. Paul Gardner. Damn, you got a stash on you, Paul. He's got a sweet fucking handlebar mustache. What the fuck? He also played for the Rockies? I'm gonna go down this fucking rabbit hole later on. That's for damn sure. I mean, he played fucking baseball and then you made it to Colorado Rockies and that?
Was it the Colorado Rockies hockey team though?
Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, WHA. Well, that's less exciting. You still got a cool stash, Paul, but that's it. Yeah, I got nothing else.
We
do have a Twitter account
left. Yeah, we do.
All right. We got Twitter. I'll probably since it's under the same name of Sabres Beerleaguers. And I'm sure with it being the holiday weekend, I'll probably make a Facebook page too.
All right.
So there'll be stuff.
But yeah, it's good talking Sabres. Nice seeing them playing well, or at least enjoyable games. Still even sweeter, regardless if we're in or out of the playoffs. We beat Toronto, just so I can rub it in my dad and my brother's face. And especially when they text me back, we can't beat the fucking Sabres. No, you can't.
Yeah. They won the season series, and every game the winner had 5 goals.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We held Austin Matthews to 2 points in the season series against us.
Mm-hmm.
A goal and an assist. And Austin Matthews, in his last 18 games, he's had 16 of those games, he's had a point. The only 2 games he doesn't have a point are against the Sabres.
He has just as many games suspended from the Sabres than he does points.
Man, what do you know? If he wouldn't have done something dumb like that, maybe he could break 70 goals. But yeah.
Maybe. But he had to fucking go all psycho on a neck.
Yep. He's cool. That's all I got. Anything else? Yeah. We got what's it?
I'm good. I'm ready for future episodes for our all-time Sabres draft. And
I can't wait for that.
We get to play armchair GM too.
Yep, I'm good with that. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's the 28th or the 29th. The 29th will be RJ's last game he's going to call against Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Chicago.
Yep, it's a Friday night. So definitely have to tune into that. I'm sure we'll be on before then.
I don't know.
Right.
But let's do it every other week. That'll be our next. So we release these episodes every other Friday. So that will be not this episode, but episode 3.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Let us know if you got any hot takes or anything you want to add about the Sabres. We like them. We like the opinions. But thanks for tuning in. See you later, guys.